Okay guys, so our next skull is going to be very neutral. I got these sticks. These are like decorative craft sticks off of Amazon. They are in my Amazon store. I have a link in the description, and I will also pin a link in the comments below if you want to buy these exact ones. They're the exact same ones that I got. They are Tink Sky 10 centimeter long, 0.3 to 0.5 props, 100 pieces. So there's 100 of them here. That's the label from Amazon. But again, they are linked in my Amazon shop, in the description below and in a pinned comment. So if you want to use these same ones, I want to create a wooden crown out of this. So we're going to be putting a lot of holes in her head. Same thing, except for this one now. The Michael's skull is a half skull, so there's no bottom jaw. So it lays more flat. We'll see if we have balance issues with this one too. So 1 second, let me pull this wrapper off. There's the other one, $7.99 also again. But I did get it 40% off. So 1 second, it's going to be a little loud. Okay, that's over. So, as you can see, I did choose to not paint this one as well, just like the other one that we did. I am not going to paint this one. This one is a little darker than the previous one, the way they did that wherever they made them. This one's got a little bit more of a brownish tint to it, so I thought it would be really good to put the creams, the wood sticks on here. These are stash flowers, you guys. These were currently from Michael's, and I know they're selling them again this year. But you see, there's just a few stems left over here, a few stems left over on this one here. And then this guy here was just a couple pieces have been used on other products. So these are all stash busters. So I just picked a bunch of creams, maybe a little bit of a white, but mostly creams and neutrals for this one. These pip berries I got from Hobby Lobby this year. This is just going to be probably a little bit of an accent around the base of the crown. This is my idea, guys. And this stuff might not actually happen, but I'm going to put these pip berries around the base of the crown. And then I may add some twine and jute, little wispy accents, like little bundles here and there. No ribbon, but this will be the closest thing I use to ribbon, so we'll see how that goes there too. So what I need to do is I need to put the wooden pieces in first. This is a little thing I bought from the Dollar Tree. It was a little sign. I pulled the piece out of the middle. You guys are going to see what I use these for in another video. But what I needed to do is I grabbed this right now because I'm going to have to put her in it to give her a little bit of a non-stable base. Do you see here? So it doesn't move too much while I'm putting these wooden pieces in. So again, this is just as a holder. It's just a holder piece for my skull because it fits in there really, really good. See, without it, it'll wobble around. So I'm putting it in there. We'll see how it goes. Okay. So let me open these out and take these sticks out. These are basically what they are. They're just little wooden craft sticks. And then on the Amazon website, I've seen people, they were making like little fairy gardens for their like for an outdoor setting type thing, out little pots, like succulent gardens. Somebody was making a cute little fence or border in one of their plants or pots. There's a lot of people that put pictures of their projects out there for these little craft pieces. There are bigger ones, different sizes and stuff. I just chose this because I wanted to make a very weird, almost like, you know, an elf type theme here. Very nature inspired. So I have a feeling what I'm going to need to do, though, is cut these down. Because even if I put them in a few, let's just see how we need to do it. I wanted to do, it'd be kind of nice just to do kind of like a little, like coming up like a triangle here like this. Almost like a princess type thing, like a Sleeping Beauty type crown. But I do not possess the patience for that. Not to mention that I'm also doing it on camera, so that could cause an issue too. This is an awl or ice pick, but basically it's an awl. It's very threatening looking. I'm going to use it to poke the holes in my skull. I have an awl on my Amazon shop. It's basically what that company replaced this one with. It's actually very cool looking. Wish I'd gotten it, but there's no reason for me to get another one. This one works just fine. But I do have an all in my Amazon shop. If you don't have one, you can always peek at that one there. So I'm just going to kind of poke some holes in here and see how this works out. Almost looks like an antenna, doesn't it? See, without it, let me see. I haven't done this for guys, so this you're watching the first full piece of me. Yeah. Well, that worked a little bit. I could just cut these off at a diagonal, so I'm creating a sharp little bit here. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is just cut them all off at varying lengths because I don't want to have to concentrate too much on taking pieces and looking a little weird, but it's going to turn out, trust me. Let's just keep cutting and advancing. Again, I'm just cutting these off at a diagonal, so it's creating its own little bit of sharp pieces on them. And I'm just following a somewhat circular fashion around the head, like I think a crown, as I think a crown would sit. And also, guys, nothing says I have to actually follow a set circle. If this starts to go crooked or I don't like the direction it's taking, I can always just double it up, make it thicker in some pieces as in the other. And I don't believe I'm going to make it go around the full head either, just so you guys know, because I'm going to get progressively shorter and shorter as I go back here. And like some of these I'll cut in half. Yeah, I'm liking this too. I'm liking this here. I'm going to add to it, kind of just kind of doubling it up in places here. Do you see how this is kind of going a little bit? I'll start working on this side. These sticks aren't that hard to cut. They're cutting pretty good here. That sticks all over the place. It's a good thing the little doggy's not in here. She likes to eat everything. You guys know my little Tootsie. Worse than a baby. All right, guys, there is the crown. As you can see, here's a top view. It's the side view. It's very, rudimentary, very basic. I just was pushing them in lower and lower as I went, towards the back. This is not a full crown like a queen. This would be more like a princess, right? If that's what you would call it. Sleeping Beauty was a princess, right? So I didn't use glue yet because I didn't want to glue a whole bunch of stuff. And now you can see all of the little holes I put in there. That's fine. We are covering it all up. We're going to use pip berries and we're going to use some flowers now. So I didn't use that many of the 100 pieces here. If you see, guys, I still have a very decent amount left of these. So if you guys have any other ideas what we can use them for, this then becomes part of my stash. Obviously, we all have it. And they will be there for other projects. So I actually really like them. They were really soft, easy to cut. They're still very sturdy. You can hear that there. They're actually really cool. I like the way it looked out. I went for a very just, chaotic setup. You know what I'm saying? That's why I added a couple layers. So one in front for the regular line and then more. But I love those. I definitely recommend getting those. Those worked out very, very well. Goodbye. Goodbye. I honestly can't remember the price, guys, but it was not expensive. You can take a peek in the Amazon shop below. But again, these were not expensive at all. So now we are on to our pip berry garland I got at Hobby Lobby. I am going to add a row of this around, and bear with me here, guys, because I'm not absolutely sure exactly how I'm going to run it. Probably going to put, I want to put it on the outside. Obviously, we have to put something on the outside here to sort of hide what we're doing as far as to hide all these holes and stuff here. I'm trying to avoid sticking a flower around the outside, but honestly, I might do that too. Let's just see how this works. And I think I'm going to double it up because I want there to be a good concentration of berries around here. Sort of my idea. It's not exactly si es perfecto, but let's take a look and try. So I'm holding it down here with my thumbs, and then I'm bending it back around to come back around the front again. I'm going to hold it down again with this thumb here, bend it around so it can come around the front again here. And then one more time so I could do like about, you could say, 4 strands in the length that I need. So there's that. That's how I measured that there. And then I'm going to cut it right where I need it. And I'm going to kind of gently just twist this guy around itself. Just gently twisting. I didn't put much effort into that. You guys can see I just gently twisted it around itself. And my idea is to just place it right here. Pushing the berries kind of flat so that the vines are going to be glued down, not the berries. I want the vines glued down, not my berries. And the fallout is normal, you guys. We're cutting pip berries. It's just, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm wondering almost if I should put this on the inside now. Spread it around here like this. Just work with me here, guys. It's a work in progress to see exactly how we're going to do this to hide some of this goodies. Now, I'm going to end up just putting flowers all the way around it. But I definitely want to put this around here, the outside. So I'm going to glue it. Okay, change my mind. I'm a woman, it's my prerogative. It's my prerogative. Alrighty. So I'm going to have the pip berries come a little bit lower around the forehead. Just like that. We're going to put flowers all around here to hide these holes. but I'm definitely putting this around the forehead just like this. So, just like I did before, I'm going to use a floral pick and hook that around here, around these ends. And I ran out, so I need to grab my stash. Here's my big, this is one bag, guys. This is one bag of floral pins from Hobby Lobby. And then I put the little thing here, floral pins, $4.99 for this. This is all this there. It's a lot. I'm telling you, I have not used even close to as many as you get in this little goodie. So I'm simply hooking it, and I'll show you guys real quick because we're going to cover this with some of that twine and flowers because my idea is coming to life. So I use the floral pin here on this side. I put it through one of the loops that I looped around twice. And then there's another floral pin right here on this side. And they're coming in. They go really flat. We're going to cover this with glue and flowers. No worries, guys. No worries. I'm not going to glue or floral pin on the front because I don't want you guys to be able to see it. You know, we don't want all kinds of glue and gloopies and all kinds of stuff ruining anything too quickly. So, I have more than enough flowers. I'm definitely going to get rid of my stash flowers because I have to. So, I'm not going to use any of the greenery. I'm literally just pulling these flower buds off. So, I'm going to use the rest of this stash on this stem. This is a Michael's purchase from who knows how long ago. Save your greenery. Always comes in handy, you know. I'm putting that in the trash, but you guys are going to take it out later. So, some of these are going to go on the inside in here. Some of these are going to go on the outside. So, that's going to be one of the ones I use to cover up the back. And yes, at some point, you're going to cover up pieces of your crown. You're going to cover up pieces of your pit berries. It is okay. It's not a horrible thing. I basically just push this one in here on this side. That's covering the floral pin under here and some of these holes from the styrofoam. I'm going to do the same thing on this side so it covers up the hole in the styrofoam. And it covers up the hole in the styrofoam, and it also covers up the holes in the styrofoam from the sticks. Jeez, Whitney. And the floral pin from the what I'm using to hold that little pip berry thing on there. You can see this is not even on the back of here by any means, but I don't want it to be. You know, your small imperfections is what makes your project beautiful, in my opinion. And there's a piece of glitter here. Hold on. How did a piece of green glitter get in here? I specifically do not bring glitter into my home. Oh no. That must be from the craft store, you guys. See? You're never immune. Piece of green glitter. Ugh. Anyhow. So. What I'm probably going to do is, with these little tiny baby roses, I'm going to pull these little baby roses off. And I'm probably just going to line the whole front of this here because they're small enough that it shouldn't cause an issue. And let's just see how we do it because I need the glue on the flowers here. I'm just really literally pulling all these little buds off. And I forgot, you guys, that I had zoomed in. So I don't know how much of this you're missing. I'm just pulling all these little flower buds off. Let's see if this is enough. I need the glue from the ends of these buds to cover up the holes and then also help me to glue in pieces there. So let's just start here and there and periodically placing these guys in at the base of the sticks. I'm dipping the little stem parts into glue and then I'm literally just pressing it into there. Put this big guy here. Right up front like that. That worked good. So I'm going to put just a little bit of glue in that hole I made. Pop it back in. The roses have a longer little plastic stemmy thing on them. So I'm going to leave that way. I wanted to put a couple of these in just because they look funky. Problem is that I don't believe I'm going to be able to do that because of, oh, no, yep, I can put this on the end of that. The piece I pulled it off of was super, you know, flexible. It would not have been, you couldn't push that into anything. So I'm going to simply glue it to the end of the actual stem over here. And then I'm going to cut it off of that. So I took the flower bud and I put it on a piece of the piece with the wire on it. So now I can actually place this in somewhere that will make me happy. We'll see. Now I'm having an issue back here with this. So I'm going to put a rosebud right there. There goes a skewer. Just taking the skewers and gluing in some things here and there. I want this to have a very nature-y feel to it. Alright, let me cut this one off and see how far we can get with this one. This one I might put more of these back here. Yeah, I'm liking these little berry things or whatever, these little fuzzy looking guys back here making the back of the crown look super cute. So again, I'm just adding pieces here and there, guys. Again, I did not have an absolute surefire plan, but this back here is looking really good to me. I'm liking the way that's turning out with the crown in the middle. She's looking super pretty. I had these, but I think they might be too big. Let's see what happens when I pull it off and push this guy right up here. Starting to hide the pip berries a little bit more than I wanted to, but Yeah, I'm going to omit these. I'm just going to keep these off of it. Plus, this is a full bundle anyways. I haven't used this one yet, so I have no problem putting that back in my stash. Some of these other ones that I've kind of already cut into and stuff, that gives me my main focus of, I don't want to put this back in my stash. Please help me get rid of it, kind of thing. So I'm making a hole with my skewer here, because this is just a little too weak to do it itself. There we go, that works perfect right there, just like that. Dip it in a little bit of glue. Back in here. These glue strings are major lately, guys. Absolutely major. I'm absolutely loving how this is turning out. It's like, it's really, really, really looking cute. Got one side done, so let's see, there's the flowers on this side here. Really cute, really cute. I'm done with the stick portion of this, so you guys, I'll zoom out so you can actually see a little bit better. I zoomed in because I wanted you guys to see exactly how close I was when I was doing, you know, close-up placement on these sticks here for the crown on my idea. I mean, it's turning out really stinking cute. I'm loving every second of this, you guys. Looks like I had a little guy fall off of here, so I'm going to glue him back on. Maybe it didn't fall off of there. In any event, I win. Let's see here. Finish this part around here on this side. That piece fell off. I don't know where it went. Okay, that one literally just fell completely apart, so that one's not going to be sticking around here. Now see here on the side, there's like a little imperfection in the styrofoam. It's from the manufacturer, so I'll put my flower just below this other one here, and then the petals cover it so you can't see that little weird spot. Okay, so I got pretty much the outside done that I like. I'm digging this crown stuff in the middle, so now I'm going to work on the inside of this crown here with a few of the flowers I have left over. I'm actually thinking I want to put this greenery kind of popping up and around in here as well. I sure do. I like it. I like it a lot. Let me get this off here. I'm gonna cut this piece off. It's like it wasn't meant to come off of it. So there we go. I'm gonna add these 3 green guys here. I need to put one more to kind of even this out. I want it to be like an even 3. Cut the piece off of that there. Dip it in some glue, and I'll show you guys in 1 second where I'm placing it. There we go. Okay. And actually, this doesn't look right here, so I'm going to dig in here and pull this one out. Hope I don't pull too much of the styrofoam with it. Okay, good. I just kind of... Perfect. That's not bad at all. I need to do one more right here of these guys. Take this stick out and glue it in only because it's sinking in further than I want it to be. I want it to just be in a specific height. So we'll leave that one there like that. What do you guys think so far? Check out my little flower crowns. Looking kind of good, looking kind of good. We're going to put some more flowers in the back. No worries, guys. We're going to put some twine flowers. And possibly find a way to put these guys on some sort of stem. Yeah, they're falling apart. Jeez. Alright, let me put my greenery in. We might not have to put those in because they're falling apart. I just kind of don't want to deal with it now. I'm using my steel pick machine to just put a steel pick on the ends of these green guys. I'm not pressing too hard because I don't want to chop it in half since it's just a soft plastic. But just enough to crimp it. Okay. And let's advance this with our needle nose pliers. There we go. That's more or less just to cover some of the behind the scenes back down. And we'll put a flower here. I think I'll put this flower right over here. Those are all falling apart because I took them off their stems. So we're going to leave that in the to be continued stash because they'll probably find a way to either put them together or use them somehow. I'm not going to use that. So I've got these three thingies I need to use here still too. Okay. And last but not least, this is Dollar Tree Jute. You put that in the automotive area, I guess they say. This is not the crafter's jute because you get way more here than the one in the automotive area. So I'm just going to kind of do what I call little bundles, like little, just like little bits of, it's going to run back and forth, little bundles. I'll show you guys, 1 second. Sorry, words are escaping me tonight. Okay. And I'm going to put them together. We'll see, now that's horridly ugly, but I mean, we'll fix that. Clip it there. Clip it there. And let's see what we'll get out of this right here. So what I do normally is I just hold a piece of it, and it's like an amount that I feel is proper. I pull and gather, pull, bring back to my fingers. It's curling on me, pull back to my fingers, gather. So you get like this kind of little twirly thing back and forth. So this is like the curliest part of the jute, so you can't really tell. I'm going to put that in my fingers here. Maybe be able to tell more on. This is a cream colored twine I got at Michael's. I also got some white twine after 4th of July. But what I need to do real quick, guys, is I need to cut this in half and then half again. When I do these tiny little bundles, like little bundle ribbons, like for little accent pieces, I cut my pipe cleaner in half, and then I cut my pipe cleaner in half again. And we use these little pieces here for these little types of accents. So here's a better view. I'll put this in a different spot. So here's about just enough of a little tail. Just guess on it. Pull up, bring down, pull back, bring down. And I'm bringing them back to my fingers and pinching it each time. So now I have 3 on each side, and then I cut this off. Don't worry that both of the tails are on the same size. It's not really that big of a deal. So I'm going to bring my little Dollar Tree jute back up to it. And this is just our little fuzzy, messy, sloppy bundle of cuteness. You could add ribbon to this. You could add that. I wanted to keep this so close to nature-y because of the wooden crown area and stuff like that. So I took my tiny little piece of wire pipe cleaner, put it through the middle, and now I'm twisting it. Okay, so this is what you end up with. Okay, and your little tiny pipe cleaners here at the end, like that. We're going to put it through our pick machine again. We're going to turn this into a pick. If you don't have a pick machine, I've mentioned before, you would do it the old-fashioned way. This is what it basically turns into. Your old-fashioned way would be to get the wooden sticks. Oh, I have them right here. These guys here, they're just called Floral wooden picks. They're wooden sticks. They have a little wire at the end. You would wrap them around that. I used to use a lot of hot glue on it back in the day when I didn't have a pick machine. It kind of kept me from doing a lot of this because of how kind of tedious it is. So a pick machine is a wonderful thing. And here I'm just going to make a second one because I'm going to put one on this side and one on this side. the best part is, you guys, there's no rhyme or reason to this. This doesn't have to be perfect at all. And the best part about it is that it leaves so much room for error. Well, I mean, what is error? You know, who decides what that is, right? It's, you know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Everybody likes something different. So don't even worry about quote unquote error, because we are all human. So let me put this one here, bring my Dollar Tree jute back to the middle, grab my pipe cleaner again, wrap it around the inside, bring it to the back. Super easy, cute little ways to just add little tufts of interest, little picks, little things. You can actually just take this the way this is and kind of nestle this into an arrangement, into a Christmas tree, into a mini Christmas tree, in between like pumpkins and a centerpiece. If you have like a bowl or a dish on the table, just kind of nestle that in between things. Your possibilities are endless with this, and that's why I love making them. Especially I love making them because I can be as sloppy as I want to. And honestly, the sloppier, the cuter, in my opinion. So I'm going to make one more pick out of this real good. And then I'll show you how we're going to apply them. Okay, so I want to put them in the back here towards like the ends here and here. I'm just kind of laying them flat here to get kind of like an idea of if this is how I want it to look. Or if I'm just honestly going to stick them in the middle. Not what I get stuck on. Okay. Or if I'm going to put them together and make some sort of sloppy little cute thingy here in the middle. My idea was to put them on the ends here, but I'm kind of liking the way it looks in the middle, guys. I like the way the sloppiness kind of adds to the to the mess that I made in the center. It's like it's a pretty mess, you know? It's like what they said, beautiful nightmare. It's a pretty mess, so it kind of covers up and adds kind of what I want to it, so I'm going to put it here in the middle. Worst case scenario, I can always make a third one if it's not exactly the right placement. So this one gives me a lot of good leverage to just kind of, yeah, that's going to be perfect. I got a lot of good leverage on that to just push it all the way down in. So what I'm going to do right now, is before I put the other one in, is I'm going to let gravity help me just put a bunch of glue on all the little pieces here that are possibly going to cause problems, get a little loose. You can also pull this back a little bit. Let glue just drip down these little sticks here. I should have done this before I added these sticks in, guys, so just keep that in mind when you duplicate this gorgeous girl. Yes, perfecto. Si es perfecto. Okay, guys. And last one here. Let's take a peek at what happens. Push it all the way down in there. And I used a complementing color of not twine, pipe cleaner. So for some odd reason, should somebody with a little, named Little Nosy Nancy, decide to dig through the back of your arrangement, I would say please don't do that. But if they do, it kind of matches. You got to really study this girl to really get into her business. You know what I mean? So there's my little twine idea. I kind of like that you can also still see the stick crown right here, how it goes a little short on the sides, taller in the middle. Kind of like this crown idea. I don't know, I'm digging it. Almost looks like a nature's version of a mohawk. What do you guys think? I don't know. Maybe I'm partial to it, eh? What do you think? But this one turned out different than I thought, but I'm glad. I mean, the wood sticks are exactly what I wanted it to be. So I'm very, very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. You guys tell me, what are your thoughts? What do you guys think? Should I finish this out with flowers back here. I kind of don't want to. I kind of want to just leave her. Hold on, I forgot. I have stash, you guys. This one I'm not going to be able to do. It just doesn't work for the project. But I do have. Nah. I am going to put this one back here because this is literally the last one of this kind. So that one is going right there. Kind of makes it a little even. Not 100%, but good enough in my eyes. There we go. And the best part is this one doesn't have any balance issues. See that? I honestly was not even concentrating on that when I made it. It just kind of worked out that way. So that's good, right? At least that's good. So there you go, guys. It's strange, but in a beautiful way. This is a pretty little strange girl. The pitberry garland kind of worked out a little bit better than I thought. I wanted it to be just all that was up front, but there was no way that was going to cover all of those holes from the sticks I stuck in there. My rendition, guys. You guys show me what you want to do. Show me your ideas and your thoughts and what you guys come up with if you guys choose to redo this. I absolutely love it. Okay, guys, so moving on to the next one, or depending on what order. I have no idea what order I'm putting this in, guys. Anyways, so that's it for this one, guys.
All right, guys, please excuse my voice, but allergies are taking over. So that was skull 3 of 4, and I think she's great. I had an idea of like a little nature crown out of that. I don't know what you'd call it, but I think the craft sticks worked out great. I'm absolutely in love with this girl. You guys tell me your thoughts, and if you guys choose to recreate, let me know what ideas you did, or what, you know, color variations, or, you know, any types of changes you made. I'd love to hear about them or see them. So again, thanks, guys. I appreciate all of you coming here and spending time with me, watching my videos, liking, subscribing. Don't forget to check out my Amazon shop. That's in the description as well as pinned in the comment below. Every little bit helps. And again, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys make everything so much better. I love all of the comments, all of the support, and I'm going to keep it going. So one more skull to go, and then after that there's so much more planned. So I can't wait to get back with more videos. And you guys take care of each other, take care of yourself. Happy crafting, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.